Hey there, Aries, Sun, Aries, Moon, Aries, Rising. Welcome to your reading. We are going to do a check-in on the gateway that is opening up with 8-8 Gateway and how it's going to support you in your journey. I already pulled a card for you. You have the Central Sun. I love that you got this. You have the North Node in your sign, and then you have the Central Sun. And so I'm going to read from the book. It's Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation. Then we're going to do the 9-card spread and pull some clarifiers for it. Um, I've managed to get myself really sick again, so I'm trying to do these readings. So bear there with me, because I really would like to not let you miss out on this great energy to work with. And as just a reminder that on August 4th, Mercury moves into its shadow, which means it starts slowing down. It doesn't station retrograde till we get to the 23rd of this month. And so, but communication will start to become a thing. It'll start to become a thing. So it's in Virgo, so it's an opportunity to do a lot of reorganizing. So as this thing starts slowing down, prepping yourself for that would be useful. So our central sun is the center of our universe, or our solar system, sorry. The sun helps us to connect with our journey and see how far we've come about cycles, right? Your solar return is your birth date. So it says here, the sun is therefore a vital energetic vortex in the physical realm, but on a spiritual level it is a portal of divine light that we connect with through the inner universe. It is a spiritual gateway representing the center of our multiverse, a sacred energetic portal that irradiates infinite inspirational light. And so during this period of the 8-8 Gateway, which runs for about 10 days before August 8th to about 10 days after, this is a very wide open portal of energy that's pouring in. And if you are able to get out and actually spend some time in the sun to allow yourself to really connect in with this portal energy of the central sun, I think that you will find yourself really benefiting from the energy that is coming through. So it says here, visualize yourself diving within yourself until you find yourself arriving at the sun in the center of the galaxy of your own being. Invite it to encode your frequency with regeneration energy. So especially if you get an opportunity to be outside, there's a good time to really visualize that. The great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world. This is a time to regenerate. Tiredness and old energy are being washed away. Old skins have been peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. That's that North Node energy big time. This is an exciting time. The central sun is magnetic and all-powerful, opening you up to light and supporting you as you express your own light in this lifetime. New ideas, opportunities, and experiences come easily to you at this time. Like the sun kissing the perfectly ripe soil, the seeds you have planted are being encouraged to grow. Realize that in order to go beyond your horizon, it is important for you to welcome energetic exchanges. When you help others, you let yourself be helped in return. When you invest your energy in projects, you let your energy be invested in yourself. Oh, that's so cool. And I don't know if you heard, you probably did, though he's kind of loud. The cardinal showed up. He's the one that was chirping. And so to me, that is like that energy of the sun, right? It's so bright and red and just, it's self-confidence. It's self-confidence. It's magnetism. You draw and attract to you what it is that you most need. It resonates on the frequency that you're at. And so it feels like your frequency is being raised to magnetize and draw and attract more things into your life at this time, which is really cool. You're getting a lot of bonus cards here. So we're using, for the 9-card spread, Colette Baron-Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle. A higher power is your overall energy. That is the energy of the central sun. It is also the energy of your higher self, and really connecting into that energy. So let's see what you have here. Actually, you have some really great cards. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to, because like I said, my energy is being challenged right now. I'm going to pull your clarifiers so that I have a more clear understanding of the messages that are coming through. But the key to your situation here is the card of breathe. Nice deep inhale in, exhale out. This is about allowing the messages to come in. This is about allowing that portal to open. You know, and it's like inhaling all of this energy from your higher self. And when you exhale, it's not about releasing the lower negative vibrational energies, because honestly, the karmic release and that big deep cleansing, we were all going through that right up until about the time the South Node moved out of Scorpio into Libra. And now the energy, it's not about releasing the lower vibrational energy. It's about stepping into our higher power and our higher vibrational energies at this time. And so there's this opportunity here for us to really connect to our goals and our dreams. So I really think it's important to note that this isn't about your life purpose, because your life purpose was here to experience life. That's your life purpose, is the act of experiencing emotions on a level that you can't do in other forms. It is an opportunity to really tap into joy. It is an opportunity to experience the tactileness, the density of this 3D universe. And so your life purpose isn't based around your career. It isn't based. Those are things you do. Those are things you do. Those are goals and dreams that you have while you're here, and they're important. But they're not your purpose. Your purpose here is to experience life, to be present in the moment, to breathe in. When you breathe, you need to breathe in order to be here. They're saying you can't exist without the breath, right? And so being very present in the moment that you're in, to fully experience where you are in each given moment, is really our purpose. And so breathing. I heard something really interesting. I don't remember where. I'm really sorry. But they said that one of the things about people who inhale, whether they're inhaling, sniffing, or they're, inhaling drugs or cigarettes, which is a drug, but that sometimes when they're so stressed out, it is in that moment that they're fully engaged in the act of breathing, because breathing is a very human experience. And so you can do it without the drugs. You can do it without the chemicals. You can simply breathe to have that experience of being very present in the moment, where the things that stress you out are not happening, because in that one moment, all there is the breath. That's really powerful. Okay. So, some of you are looking to create for yourself a new opportunity, and there's a big uptick in your emotion that comes through with this energy. Okay, that's why we were talking about it. I see it. All right, thank you. So we have the card here, the dry desert. I want to cover this first, and then we'll get into the whole reading. The dry desert means, okay, so she's looking across this desert, but there's life. There's the birds, and there's the cactus, okay? And sometimes when we stand there and we look out at the landscape of what's going on in our lives, we think nothing's happening. But the winds are constantly blowing and shifting the sand, and sometimes they reveal and sometimes they hide, right? Like the Sphinx was buried for centuries, and then the winds shifted and it started to uncover it, right? And so I almost feel like the winds are shifting and blowing in your life that are uncovering this deep inner knowing, because you have this deep knowing card here in your heart space moving forward. And so there is that breathing, right? The breath, the winds that move the sand around. It's shifting and changing in your life. So be really conscious of where you are in every given moment, that things are shifting. The sands of time are shifting. The energy is all shifting. And the more that you are present in the right now with that breath, and it's almost like you're waiting to see what else is revealed. But also, the cactus, they're very green and verdant. And so there is there is untapped potential that is waiting for when it's necessary, right? It's a succulent. It takes in as much moisture as it can when it rains, and then it releases it as needed, and it also helps to support those around you. And so there's this opportunity to do this. So we have here motivation and self-employment. So some of you have untapped potential, and you have a deep inner knowing that this is something you really want to do. And with the North Node moving through your sign, you know, there's a great opportunity to use this Virgo energy of right now. Mars is there, your ruling planet is there until the 28th, and so we also have Mercury there in Virgo, and Mercury is slowing down, and so it's a chance to reorganize, to research, to reinvent your life in a way that really works for you. And so using this energy, not being afraid of it, but learning how to work with the cycles that are being presented to you become really important. I'm going to get to those at the end. Thank you. So here we go. We've got this card of breath. So breathe. And then here we have time for a nap in the area. Oh, the female cardinal just showed up. So masculine and feminine energy of creation. So time for a nap. Where do you take the pause? Where do you take the break? I think there's a need for you to take break to give yourself a chance to breathe. So pushing harder may not be actually moving things in the direction you need them to go, because here we have chaos and conflict in the area of what is draining your energy. And so I feel like when there's like all this stuff going on, just sometimes stop. Take a day at the beach. Go for a walk. Go take a nap. Allow yourself the downtime when you need it. Keep your energy. There's like a replenishment of your energy that is needed. And so in the area of how you transform the situation, you right here, I'm going to tell you, you're being very divinely guided by this North Node moving through your sign. You have the card of blessed, and you have be flexible. Being an initiating sign such as you are, your ability to change direction and to start something new, very, very easy for you, right? This flexibility is going to be really important. And again, even though that guy is standing there with he's like bent over, it's almost like the wind is blowing him in a new direction. In a hurricane, in the chaos and the conflict of a hurricane, you could see that like all the pieces are being pulled off of them, and underneath it's revealing something new. In a hurricane or a tornado, when the winds are blowing, it is generally speaking the trees that can bend and sway that will sustain through the storm by being flexible. We just had a massive storm that happened here last week, and it was widespread, the damage. And it was the big, massive oaks that were, 4 or 5 feet in diameter that got uprooted or snapped in half. And the poplars, the ones that can bend and sway that are more flexible, they lost some leaves and some limbs, but they are still standing. And so it is about being flexible. If you're in Florida, it's the oaks go down in the hurricanes, but the palm trees, because they can sway, they still stand. And so your ability to be flexible allows you to receive more opportunities, more blessings that are coming in, and they are coming in because you have here the hand of fate. You have the fates here in the action to take. There's a need to really trust that what you want wants you. What you want wants you. And I think the struggle here is to wait for the right moment, because we have the card of poised. Like you're on the edge of greatness in something, but there seems to be some stall, some delay, something like that. And it's because you need a break. Because the opportunities things are going to be shifting and changing very quickly. The eclipse seasons are coming. In October, we have 2 eclipses. One of them is in your 7th house of partnership, if you're Aries rising. And the other one is in your 2nd house of personal finance. Again, Aries rising, because we have one in Taurus and one in Libra. And so there is going to be a big shift, a big release a big opportunity. So right now it's about taking in and breathing and pulling in as much of this energy as you can and really connecting in with your higher self and focusing on where you already have abundance. There's something about this gratitude here in the area of what to focus on. You have milk and honey. So, and there's a rainbow. So obviously storm before you can get to the rainbow, right? But this is about focusing on what you already have and the abundance of what you already have. Because when you recognize how much you already have, that raises your frequency. And there is a frequency match thing happening here. And so the higher your frequency, the higher the opportunities, the higher vibrational the opportunities are that are coming. The opportunities are coming one way or the other. Higher vibrational energy will match with your higher vibrational energy. And so right now I feel like the sun is like pouring all this high vibrational energy in. Take time to breathe it in. And then focus on, we have this deep knowing. We have the sun and the moon lined up. So, new moon coming up on the 16th. There's a deep knowing that comes in your creative house if you're an Aries rising, but in a fire sign, no matter what, supporting you, and the card of happy, happy. You have the key to your own joy and your own happiness. I feel like that was the title of your last reading I did. I can't really remember, but there will be a deep knowing about what direction. So open yourself up, particularly through this gateway. The gateway energy runs until like the 18th. So really open yourself up in this next 10, 12, 14 days, whatever it is, through that new moon to really breathe, relax, take the pause, take the breath, absorb as much of this energy as you can. Because I think the clarity really comes in because you have here what to anchor in. You have the message in the bottle. And it comes through your emotional heart space because it's in the water. And so I feel like Spirit will be bringing you the answers you need, the information you need, but it's coming through your heart space. And so you have the card here of believing in magic and making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide, right? They said to visualize yourself as the solar system of your own universe, right? And so my inner light shines wide and bright. This is about making a difference. Every little thing you do makes a difference. It is important. So it is a one step at a time kind of thing. And it's about a little bit of patience to go with it. And then believing in the magic. True magic is abounding in my life. Great mantra. True magic is abounding in my life. And you can start by recognizing what is already there, the abundance that is already there, and understanding that there's even more on the way. You have more than enough, and there's even more on the way. You have more than enough, and there's more on the way. Right? That's beautiful reading. Aries, this is a great time. So allow yourself this motivation card being a butterfly. Of course, I use the butterfly deck, so of course it is. But butterflies are about how can we manifest physical changes. It isn't about spiritual changes, right? And so here we have this really yellow butterfly around the central sun, like so it says self-employment. And then this orange, the solar plexus, which and this energy here of being able to create, to manifest, to bring in what it is that you need. And so for those of you who are looking to start a new line of work for yourself or to develop your side hustle or your business further, there's a lot of energy supporting it. Allow yourself to receive guidance on this right now. And all work and no play doesn't help. This is not, this almost feels like the harder you push, the more resistance there is. And so by letting off a little, you will attract, right? It's attracting, not chasing the opportunities. And so what feels like a dry desert, the sands are shifting and something is yet to be revealed. But it will be revealed in divine timing. So trust the process, and in the meantime, breathe and have some fun. All right, guys. I hope that was helpful. I look forward to seeing your comments. I always do. You guys take great care. I'm on Facebook every day. Do a lot more on astrology there. Working with Venus right now because she's doing this 4-month transit through Leo. And my next video out on Venus over there will be an aura clearing. I tried to do one the other day, but my energy's not there. So I'm hoping to get that done before we hit this gateway too deep into the gateway. So be on the lookout for that. You guys take great care.